All we found among Battlin's belongings was this enchanted scroll, and a map showing the way to a place called the Serpent Isle.
Indeed. Put it on the table. Stand back!
Backlin, in the unlikely event that the Avatar stops me from coming through the Black Gate, I command you to follow the unwitting female human Gweno to the Serpent Isle. There I shall outline my plan to destroy Britannia.
'Tis my worst fear. I must send the Avatar through the pillars to the Serpent Isle.
Okay, I think we're all set up. Might need to find my notes. I got them around here somewhere, but I'm pretty sure I was trying to find the guy outside the gate. He wants me to give this note to this girl in here. A few strums from thy strings may bring comfort to this sorrowful town. I am truly sorry, but I do not think that I can help thee. Wait, sailor, I shall sing thee mine heart's one song. I fear that it is a sad one. It is a shame, a heart sore shame, that I am singing of my love in vain. For I have lost my lady, my love, and I will search for her, yes, search for her. Even though all the stars above, Gweno, canst thou hear me, Gweno, my dear? Take heart, for thy beloved Iolo is here. What a song. Yikes, I'm dying. Wonder how much trouble I'm gonna get in when I steal these. I'm not like if I steal these, I'm like when I steal these. Let's go there. What? What are you talking about? Won't fit, bro. Everyone else has one on their hip. Why won't it fit? I don't understand. Does he have a belt on? Maybe if I take the belt off. There we go. If you take the belt off, he can carry the bag. This guy already has one. Does Iolo have a belt on? It does not appear that he does. There we go. Alright, hopefully we don't get in trouble for that. I have a backpack in my backpack. That must be his. No, no, no. Up here. There we go. Okay, now someone should have. Oh boy, look at how that's such a mess. How come I never exchanged these gold coins? Oh yeah, because I couldn't decide what I wanted to turn them into. Pick broke. Wow, we got some reagents, whatever you want to call them. Okay. Hmm. Huh. That just look terrible. Yeah, I mean, I'm dying. I'm dying. It's true. Oh, oh. I am Delphinia, horticulturist and healer. Welcome, noble pikeman. Thy presence honors me. So this is the girl I'm supposed to give that guy's letter to. So a letter from Ruggs. Oh, I must see it. I am adrift. I am torn to my very soul, and I know not what to do. Thou must help me. Ruggs hath told me often of his love for me. In truth, 'twould be a lie if I were to say that I did not care for him, but he is so deformed, so ugly, that I know not what to think. All I have been taught tells me that Ruggs' features are the outward sign of the evil within, yet I can find no trace of it. If that is wrong, what else might also be false? I am shaken to my very core, but I cannot deny mine heart. Wilt thou carry a letter back to Ruggs for me? Yes. There is no one else that I can trust such a secret to. If there be a way, someday I will go to him. And then she's a healer. I need a healer. I'm a horticulturist by trade. What little I know of herbs hath given me a responsibility I did not want. I curse the day that Seth refused to guard escort to do his herb gathering. Refused a guard escort to do his herb gathering. Dost thou wish healing? Yes. I cannot heal this infection. Thou must go to Harna with the Vera leaves. Vera leaves? Thou canst only be permanently cured of thine infection by a special ointment made from Vera leaves. I do not know how to make the ointment myself, however. Take these leaves back to Harna and monitor quickly before thou dost worsen. She is a true healer and will be able to help thee. Okay, so I finally figured out how to heal this poison that keeps happening to me. I gotta take, hold on guys, let me grab my notebook real quick. Yeah, so I can write down the lady's name and get my notes from the last time I played. Okay, unfortunately my notes from the last time I played are in the bedroom, and my wife is asleep, so I'm gonna have to just start new notes, and hopefully I don't need anything that I got written in there, because I don't want to wake her up. Alright. Let's see. Seth. Seth was 2 years older than the heavens and set in his ways, to be sure, but he was a fine healer. He refused a guard escort to gather his herbs. He told Jorvin it was because the guard stepped on the plants he wanted to gather. But I think he simply wanted to be able to escape alone for a while. Thou hast no idea how little time one has when thou must be at the beck and call of everyone with some imagined ill. Let's see here. Jorvin. Jorvin is the captain of the guards. 'Twas he that went looking for Seth near twilight, when the old man had not returned to the city. Jorvin found signs that the goblins had taken Seth and led pursuit, but it was too late. By the time the guards caught the foul monsters, Seth was already the makings for their next meal. Goblins? Would that I never hear of those horrible creatures again. They are why I am now Fawn's healer, though I am not properly trained. Pomdergun's shadow hath cast a blight on all the land. Pomdergun's shadow. Pomdergun? That very name sends ice down my spine. Pomdergun hath welded all the goblins into his weapon. He will never stop until he hath driven us all from the land, or feasted on us to the last child. He is a fiend drawn to destroy our beauty. Storms. What foulness is about in the land, that I received one of the harbingers of Fawn's doomstains? What foulness is about in the land, that I received one of the harbingers of Fawn's doom stains my beauty. Even the heavens lash out to burn away the vile truth that I harbor within mine heart. I don't know what she's talking about. I must confess I am the cause of the storms. I know I am. I must live with the vile truth that I hold in mine heart of hearts. I am in love with one of those who brought this ruin upon my city. Although I did not embrace his beliefs, mine heart embraced him. I am as guilty as Alicent. I cannot see how she bears such shame. Harbingers. When those sailors, those false prophets, first landed on our shores, 2 of their number came to seek me. One was a mage of some sort who came seeking with reagents I grow. The other, as thou knowest, was Ruggs. Mage. I think his companion called him by the name Batlin. Ooh, she's talked to Batlin. Batlin. Okay. He was disappointed in what little I had to offer in the way of reagents. I told him to seek out Pothos in Moonshade. Okay, so Moonshade. Batlin. Seek out Pothos in Moonshade for reagents. He also inquired about black rock carvings or sculpture. I do not remember exactly. I told him to ask Delin, who doth know artisans in Monitor and Moonshade. Delin must be here. Batlin. Black rock. Delin. Delin is Fawn's dry goods dealer. Poor man, I wish Batlin luck in discussing anything with him. Delin hath not been right since his wife died in childbirth. His daughter, Alicent, hath always looked after him, though she hath problems of her own now. Allison. Allison hath always been a headstrong girl. Thou wouldst expect it from someone with her responsibilities. We all thought Keth would take care of her, keep her under control, but then Keth was lost in one of those terrible storms. Allison swore that as long as she had his ring, there was still hope that he would return. When that disappeared not long ago, she seemed to go mad. She seems to have fallen in with those blasphemers and claims that the oracle is a sham. Oracle? Thou dost not know of the oracle of Fawn. The oracle is the instrument of beauty here on the Serpent Isle. It receives messages from the heavens, which Callista makes plain for everyone to understand. Callista. Callista is the priestess of beauty. All honor to her. 'Tis she that instructs us all in beauty's truth, which she receives in revelations from the oracle. Even Lady Yolinda honors Callista's wisdom. Lady Yolinda, honor to her, is the ruler of Fawn. She is the most beautiful woman in the city, the very embodiment of beauty. Ring? I cannot tell thee very much about it. I fear that I only glanced at it. I would know it if I saw it again, though. False prophets. That is what the priestess of beauty calls them. They speak of something called the fellowship, and claim that it will make our lives complete. Everyone knows that the true way lies in the beauty's path. By seeking beauty, we draw all the good things to us. I rue the day I ever saw him. Fellowship. I can tell thee nothing. I would not listen to such blasphemy. 'Tis enough that one of them hath bewitched me and stolen mine heart. What does thou wish to purchase? Okay, so she does have a bunch of different reagents. Let me take note here. Her name's like Delphinia in Fawn, and she has I always called them regents, but I think they're supposed to be called reagents. I'm not sure. So she has those, then she has some food. Sell. For sale. Okay. Alright. Let's see here. Alright, let's take this letter back to this guy because he said that he could get me a map, and I need a map. Yeah, leave me alone. This guy, every time you walk past that guy. Every time. "'Tis always a pleasure to see another Britannian at Fawn, Avatar. How may I serve thee today?" The letter. "Oh, blessings upon thee, my lord Delphinia knows of my love, though she is unsure of her feelings for me. As long as she hath not rejected me out of hand, I will be content to wait. Thy good deed hath given me reason to live. As promised, I will send thee to my shipmate Scots. Scots is a fine fellow, though he often seems a bit distracted. He is a cartographer. Perhaps his maps will aid thee, though they are not as accurate as he wishes. Thou mayest find him somewhere within our camp." Not as accurate? Since we dare not stray too far from shelter, Scots cannot explore and map. He hath worked from existing maps that he received from the Fawn fishermen, so he is only sure of the accuracy of the coastline. Scots often complains that we cannot even explore by ship. None of us are happy to be stranded here. Britannia. Our ship was hired by Batlin to transport scholars to explore new land and spread word of the fellowship. Now, even if we wanted to return without Batlin, we cannot venture onto the sea for fear of these terrible storms. I've been a seafaring man for more than 20 years, my lord, and I cannot recall a time that I've seen storms as strange as these. I've seen lightning that jumps from cloud to cloud. I've seen lightning that shoots down like a pitchfork from the heavens. And I've seen lightning that dances across the masts of a ship. But I've never seen lightning that changes a man into a rock or makes a ship disappear before their very eyes. Changes a man? I saw it happen, my lord. I was holding the door open for one of the crew who was running for shelter when one of those storms hit. There was a bright flash and a deafening crash, and when my eyes cleared, Jeff was gone, and a chicken stood gawking at me in his very spot Jeff had been in the very spot Jeff had been in. I'm gonna call that Jeff. Ship disappear? With my very own eyes, I saw it. I was on the Fawn's dock chatting with a salt named Olon. In the days before I was banned from the city, all of a sudden one of those storms hit and Olon and I dove for cover under a rowboat. We saw the ship that had just put out be hit by the lightning, and it just disappeared. Never found a trace of it or her crew. Change the subject. Batlin. Thou hast not heard of Batlin? He was the founder of the fellowship movement in Britannia. Yeah, I've heard of Batlin, buddy. He is a pious and worthy man, for all that he doth have strange companions. He is a pious and worthy man, for all that he doth have strange companions. His description doth not much fit the Batlin we know, doth it, Avatar? Companions. Batlin bade Leon stay and preach to the populace of Fawn and left the ship with 3 companions, Palos, Brunt, and Deadeye. We have not seen them since although they promised to return soon. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see. Leon. Leon was especially chosen by Batlin to come and bring the hope of the fellowship to this land. He hath been the only thing that hath kept us all sane since we have been stranded here. I strive to emulate him in mine own humble way. I do not know much about him. Most of the time he remained below or went about heavily cloaked. I do not think that he was of the race of men. We were all very thankful that he was so strong, I tell thee that. Who was that? That might actually not. Let's see, Brunt. Brunt is little more than a common mercenary, my lord. I suspect that Batlin hired him to act as a personal guard in these foreign land. He is not fit for much else. Deadeye? Deadeye is the only one of Batlin's companions that I truly know. I cannot say that I am happy about the association either. Association? I served with Deadeye on another ship several years back. He used to bully the crew by telling them that a wide eye of his could curse a man. Deadeye liked to provoke a fight and dare the other men to hit him. No one would, for fear of that eye. Sailors are a superstitious lot, I fear, my lord. Not fit. Brunt is no seaman, 'tis true. If I had not seen his face the day he boarded, I would have thought him a demon. He was so green. He was seasick the entire voyage, my lord. I have never seen anyone worse. And what a temper! 'Tis to be hoped he is better mannered on land. Strong. Palos was fearfully strong, my lord. During a storm, the mainmast was struck by lightning and came crashing down, jamming the winch that operated the sea anchor. Without the sea anchor, we would have been quickly lost to the angry waves. But Palos strode across the deck and shoved the mast aside to free the winch, all by himself. Emulate. Leon hath shown me that, by speaking well, people may see beyond my deformity and respect me. I cannot change the way I look, but I can change my speech. And as Leon sows the seed of the fellowship, I sow seeds in the soil. Gardening distracts my thoughts from being trapped ashore. Change subject. Very well. Fawn. 'Tis the city over there, my lord. They claim to honor beauty, which my face naturally offends. They are hard-pressed, what with the goblins and all. The goblins. Now that the goblins hold the pikeman tower, Fawn hath little hope of withstanding a determined attack. I fear that my companions and I will be the next delicacy in the goblin stew pot without thy protection. We do not have city gates to hide behind. Okay. I need... Oh, which one is it? This one? Yep. Perhaps thou wouldst share tales of other places with me, so I might add detail to my maps. Lord British once said that I was the finest map maker in all Britannia. I take great care in my work. Since I have explored very little of this continent, I fear that my map is less than accurate. I would be honored if thou wouldst accept a copy of the map. Perhaps it will aid thee in thy quest. Tells. What good is a geographer if he cannot explore the map in the lands he finds? The storms keep me and my shipmates from taking to the sea. I ask all those that come to me for tales of distant places. There may be some truth in the telling, and I add that what I can to my maps, as Gweno suggested. Gweno? She contacted me back in Britannia with an opportunity to explore a new land. Naturally, I accepted. She was to transport some sort of obelisk here for the fellowship, and then she was free to explore and collect all the tales she wished. I can tell thee that it digresses from the virtues that Lord British set forth, but it makes sense. Talk to Leon. He's far more eloquent than I on the subject. Leon. Thou hast not met Leon yet. Thou hast only to look for the crowd of people. Thou will find him in the center of it all, no doubt. Leon is a very charismatic fellowship follower. He speaks their beliefs fairly, to be sure. Hath drawn many of the folk from the town. I'll wager that's why the priestess had us banned from entering the city. Priestess. Callista is as beautiful as the day is long, but with the soul of a viper. I wouldn't trust her if I were thee. She's plotting something with the Chancellor, I'll wager. Chancellor? Little worm named Zulith, Lady Zelinda's shadow, leads her around by the hand all the time. If thou seekest an audience with the lady, thou must first speak to Zulith. I saw Callista speaking to Zulith the day before we sailors were banned from the city. She was afraid that Leon was stealing her followers, and Zulith, the power-hungry toad that he is, saw to it that her wishes became law. 'Tis the greatest captains and the Chancellor that run things in Fawn, I'm afraid. Great captains? There are 3 of them. Joth? I think that's a J. Or Ioth? Garth and Volden. That's either a J or an I. I think it's a J. Make a great show of honoring beauty, but they honor money and power more. Yelinda consults them and Zulith about everything, even the dinner menu, all warrant. And with Callista whispering in Zulith's ear, thou hast best count her as one of the powers of Fawn as well. Obelisk. It was abominably heavy, quite a chore to move it on land. Obelisk. Where did it go? There it is. Oh. Obelisk. Gweno. Transport. Obelisk. Then one day, after we had it safely on shore and Gweno had already headed inland, there was a huge explosion. When I could see again, there stood Batlin, and the obelisk was shattered all over the ground. Okay, so the obelisk brought Batlin through to Serpent Isle. Batlin. He seemed most upset at the time he arrived, though I suspect that it was merely a result of the disorientation from the teleportation storm that brought him here. He took several members of the crew with him and headed inland. He was looking for some black rock artifact. Okay, Batlin. Again, black rock. He wants to make another portal. Mayhap it doth have some connection to the obelisk. I don't know. Black rock artifact. I remember that he mentioned that it was fashioned in the likeness of a snake, but that's all. Thou mightest ask Delphinia, the herbalist. I know he talked to her. Delphinia. She's an herbalist in the city that hath been doing the healer's work ever since the goblins killed the last healer. Thou shouldst ask Ruggs if thou wishest to know more. They spent quite a bit of time together before we were cast out of the city. Goblins. The pikemen tracked them into the east woods around their knight's test, west of here. Then they simply seemed to disappear. We have held against their raiding parties with the help of the pikemen. But now that the tower hath been taken and we cannot seek refuge in the city, I fear that we are lost. Pikeman, thou seekest to jest with me? By the mark on thy face, 'tis plain to see that thou art a pikeman. Surely monsters bravest have better things to do than pull pranks on a poor land-bound sailor. Knight's test? All I know, good knight, is that all Monetarians travel to a peninsula southwest of here for some rite of passage. 'Tis all I can tell thee, unless thou wishest to further enlighten me. Oh, hi Doom. Hi Doom, how are you doing? Storms. I've traveled far and wide all my life, and never have I seen the likes before. These storms appear without warning and leave chaos in their wake. Move things around, change things around, simply not natural. Makes me think Leon might be right. Leon? Thou hast not met. Oh, I've already said this. He's charismatic. He'd be in the middle. The priestess. We've already said this. Chancellor. We've already said this. How far is this gonna go? Okay, let's just go to Ruggs. Thou wouldst know him if thou hadst seen him. What he lacks in handsomeness he makes up for in the goodness of his heart. He cares deeply for Delphinia, but Delphinia is a superstitious woman and fears Ruggs. Deformities are the result of some curse. 'Tis a sadness. They would make a fine couple. Okay, alright. So he supposedly gave me a map. Awesome, I finally got a map. Okay. So now I can actually figure out where I'm going. This is much smaller than... Oh, wait. This map may not be the full thing, though, because he only knows the coastline from the fishermen. So this map could be just a small part of where I can go. Alright, I was going to say this is much smaller than Ultima 7, the Black Gate. Okay, I'm going to save again. Just finished Act 1 of Path of Exile 2. That's awesome, Doom. My new computer is supposed to be here like Monday, Tuesday-ish. And then I think I might buy Path of Exile 2 and start playing it. We'll see. I don't know. Part of me wants to just wait till it's free because my money's usually kind of tight. I don't know. We'll see. I meant to check the other day. I heard there was a sale on some of the stuff on Blizzard, and you told me that the sales are pretty good. I meant to check and see if the new version of 2 was on sale that day, and then I forgot to check. But I was very busy the last couple days with the court case. Every day after I got done with work in the morning, I went to court, and then I stayed as long as I could, and then came back and worked again. Okay, so now I need to go back down here because I need to find Harna in Monitor, and she will hopefully help me with this illness with the leaves. Oh, it's goblins. I don't really care about fight. Oh. If I die, I'm just gonna reload because I do not need the trouble of trying to heal people right now. Okay, let me get myself in the city and then I'll check what Doom is saying, but I don't want to get caught out here. Okay, now I'll save again. Okay. Oh, it's pretty demanding? Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't try to get it on this computer then. I imagine my new PC will be able to run it. Let me tell you my specs and you can tell me if it'll be able to run it. I did look up the specs on PoE2 on the website, and I think it can run it, but let me tell you. Let's see here. So, and if it can't run it, then I won't play it, but it will make me a little frustrated that I didn't buy the better option if it can't run it. Oh, it's gone. My PC is gone. It's not actually, I mean, I'm still getting my PC. It's just that they're no longer selling it. It was limited time for like, they said that they probably would quit selling it at about Christmas, so it doesn't surprise me that it's gone. Let me see. I might, unfortunately, and this is stupid of me, unfortunately, I did not save I should have taken screenshots of everything because I knew that they were going to sell out of it, and I was too dumb to do that. So let me go to archives. Wayback Machine. Okay, it looks like I'm going to be able to pull it up. Let me go back. Snapshots. Okay, products. I really should donate to the Wayback Machine. This is one thing that that asks for donations that's actually worth it. Let me get back to see what you're saying. Oh, you said it's pretty demand. Okay, you haven't said anything new yet. Is this gonna work? Oh, that worked. Why did that work but the other thing didn't? Okay, let's go back. Come on. I'm on fiber. Stop acting like you're really this slow. Probably doesn't help that I'm on 1080p on this thing right here when I don't need to be. Or this when I don't need to be. Or this when I don't need to be. Okay. Your search did not. You just pulled it up just a second ago. What do you mean you can't find it? What the heck, bro? Alright, let me go to history now, since you're saying you can't pull it up, but you just did. It did not browse the whole site that day. Okay. Then give me a different day. 93 captures. Let's try this day. 1 snapshot. 3 snapshots. 1 snapshot. 5 snapshots. Let's try this day. 5 snapshots. Oh, this day it looks like they looked at the whole site. Oh, it's gonna be a desktop pre-built. If I remember right, it's gonna be like an i5 14000F, 14400F with a 4060 GPU with 32 gigabytes of RAM at 6400 is it hertz or whatever? But the RAM is 6400 and yeah, is that about it? And then it'll have plenty of storage. I got 2 terabytes of storage on it. Let's see here. Okay. I'm gonna have to go back to this one. This one says it's got a bunch of captures. Processor, let's see. I believe it was i5 1440F. I think, not absolutely sure, but I think it's a Intel Core i5 14 14400 or 14400F, I think. Okay, how do I get different snapshots of this? I'm not sure I know how to use this thing correctly. Oh, okay. I think I got it. Maybe. Okay, they got a really good capture this day. Safari cannot find or connect to the server. Yeah, okay. Well, anyways, I won't be able to tell you exactly what it is until it gets here, but it's it's a still kind of a budget gaming PC, but it's pretty good. I don't know if they fixed that issue. What is your processor? What is the motherboard brand does it come with? It comes with a Asus. I believe some kind of motherboard by Asus. Also, the 13th and 14th gen Intel processors have been overheating due to design flaw. Yeah, I believe that this does not have that problem, because there was talk about that. And pretty sure that they got all of those Intel processor problems fixed by updates or whatever. But I heard that that's not really an issue anymore from one of the tech channels that I watch. So, anyways, we'll see when I get it. You know, I think if anything's gonna hold it back from playing Path of Exile 2, it's gonna be the GPU card. So, I don't know. Do you know if a 4060 is enough to play it? It was available with a 4070, but that was like $300 more. So I figured I'll just wait until some of these newer GPUs come out, and then I will buy that later. Plus, the 4070 was kind of getting to where it might bottleneck a little bit. So basically, everything with it is very compatible for the 4060. It's still good for the 4070, but it starts to create a little bit of a the 4070 is almost a little bit too powerful for what I got, basically. Okay. It's a 32 gigabyte, and it's gonna be like, I think, the 6400 Kingston Fury. Okay, I have to find in this town. I have to find Harna. Harna. That's her name. Graphic cards have VRAM. Oh, okay. Um, Sorry. Yeah, see, I'm not real smart about this stuff. Part of the reason I got this computer from the people that I did is because it actually comes with a lifetime warranty on the computer. Um, of course, with all the fine print that all these pre-builts come with, but Most pre-builds come with all the fine print, and they only have like a 2-year warranty. This one has a lifetime warranty with the fine print. So let me look this up. 4060 GPU. 4060 GPU NVIDIA. How much VRAM? It looks like it's gonna have 24 tracing cores. VRAM speed 17 gigabytes per second. VRAM gigabytes 8 gigabytes of VRAM. Okay, well, it is what it is. I didn't have the money to go higher than that. Now, to be fair, the only reason, like the reason that I was upgrading at all was just to play Diablo 4, so. Let's see. So I'm one of the best fighters in this town. Doom came in to shatter my dreams today. I'm just joking. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, I understand. Well, I don't know. I don't know how graphics cards work, but mine on Tom's, I believe that the graphics card that I'm getting is a little higher than the 3060 as far as performance. Let me go to Tom's GPU benchmarks. Tom's GPU benchmark hierarchy 2024. So what 3060 do you have? And it's an overclocked model. I have 3060 overclocked to gigabyte brand. Oh, okay. I don't even think Tom's. I don't know if Tom's gigabyte would be GTX, wouldn't it? No. Let me look it up. Gigabyte. 3060. RTX. It looks like. RTX. So RTX 3060 is your. Do you know if yours is a Ti or just the 3060? If yours is just the 3060, the 4060 that I'm gonna get is I don't know how to determine how much better things are when I'm looking at this graph, but the 4060 is considered higher than the 3060 on Tom's Hardware's GPU benchmark rankings. Now, if you have the 3060 Ti, then you're just slightly higher than the GPU I'm gonna have. Okay. Yep. So I think, I mean, I don't know about the VRAM stuff, right? So if VRAM makes, like, if the VRAM being lower is gonna affect it, then maybe I won't be able to play those. But the RTX 3060, like on the Tom's Hardware, this is GPU generational performance at 1080p medium FPS frames per second, and they tested on across like 20 different games, and just for like frames per second reference, the RTX 3060 hits around 120 across these 20 games averaged out, and the RTX 4060 that I'm going to get hits around 140. So it's about, across 20 games, it's about 20 more frames per second averaged out on the 4060. And then I believe my card will be an NVIDIA, which I don't know. I've had a gigabyte card too before, but it seems like people in the tech world, they all have these, opinions. I don't know about that. But you're lacking VRAM. You can have that little bit more performance, but less VRAM really hurts on modern games. Okay, cool. Yep, it is what it is. I could have got the 4070, and the 4070 would have been, I know it has way more VRAM. Let's see, 4070 VRAM. Yeah, 4070 would be 12 gigabytes. And that's what my plan was, to upgrade to that eventually. But just I didn't have the money at the time. I still don't necessarily have the money. But the 4070, like on this frames per second across 20 different games. So like I was saying, the RTX 3060 comes in around 120, 130. The 4060 comes in around 140, 145. And then the 4070 on that same hierarchy comes in at like 175, 180. And then the 4070 Super comes, well, no, the 4070 comes in about 160 to 170. And the 4070 Super comes in about maybe 180. And then the Super Ti comes in a little higher than that. The biggest jump is from that 4060 to that 4070. That's a huge jump. Huge jump. It's a little bigger than the jump from the 3060 to the 4060. Let's see here. Oh, they actually have it listed out by card here. Okay. Yeah, so I won't really know until I get it. Are you sure your card's 12 though? I'm not showing 12 on any of these 3060s. $12 GB RAM card. I have a 3060 overclock 12 GB RAM card. You should be fine. Well, we'll know. We'll know when it gets here, huh? Yeah, I don't doubt you. Well, I mean, I don't doubt you. I just see here that I don't see any 3060s running 12 on tomshardware.com. These guys are pretty respected in the... Oh, here I see one. Okay, yeah. 12 GB. Yep, this was probably the one you have. RTX 3060, 12 GB. GDDR6. That's probably the one you have right there. And $3060. Interesting. All right. Well, we'll see. The 4070 that I could have got would be a 12 GB card. But that thing's still running $500, man. I'm too po for that. I got my PC from alexanderpcs.com. Yep. No, I think I found your card. I found it. I found that 12 GB card. It is on there. Okay, I'm gonna go look for this lady. I'm gonna get back to the game. Because that's nothing I can deal with. That's nothing I can change right now. And it's a road that I'm gonna have to cross when I get there. So, not gonna worry about it too much right now. I'll start a GoFundMe, guys. No, I'm just kidding. I'm poor and I need this. I need 12 VRAM. I wonder, I could get some training from these guys right now. Except that I haven't exchanged my money. I need to find this lady who heals here. This Harna lady. Where is she at? What's your name? No, you're not her. Are you? I don't think you are. No, that's not her. I hate the fact that this game has multiple currencies. Whoa, what's going on? I think I just died from the poison. I don't want to be here. I want to go back. Load. I think I just died from the poison. Yeah, I'm at 6 hit points. Okay, so I need to probably go sleep. And then continue to look for this lady. Everyone should be in their house sleeping now, so that would actually help me, except that she probably won't help me at night. But that did heal my hit points. Okay. Yeah, I know I'm hurt, guys. Thanks. Let me try to find the lady, okay? Where is she? How come she's not here? So frustrating. Like, I'm pretty sure I've searched this whole town. And what's up with all these houses? No one there. Is she like not here? That's that place. I'm basically dying again. Who are you? You're the lady that works next door. You're not her, are you? Wake up! Wake up, lady, wake up. Be gone, fool. Glad to see thee again. How come I can't ask her the name? Did she tell me her name when I talked to her? No, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. You, get up. Wake up. Walk on her. Everybody walk on her. Okay. Oh, I don't care if you're trying to sleep. Glad to see you. What can I do for thee? Okay, let's see here. Oh, hi, Gypsy. Um, uh, I played the Black Gate as a kid, but I've never played Serpent Isle, so this is my first time playing it. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever play Doom Eternal. I kind of like some of the first Dooms, but I've watched people play Doom Eternal. It doesn't look fun to me. I'm just, I don't know, something about the way Doom plays is not something I like. I don't know. Even when I played the Doom as a kid, I think I played Doom 2 was probably my favorite, but even that game, I only played it for a while, and then I wasn't really, I didn't like it. Like I liked it, but I didn't like it enough to play it all the way through, if that makes sense. Um, let's see. Just let you know you should be able to run PoE too, but the game is kind of buggy in certain ways sometimes. Yeah, that's another reason I was thinking about maybe waiting for it to until they do release the free, because they supposedly, from what I read, is they're just gonna do this early release, get the kinks worked out, finish the game, and then they're gonna release it free. Um, but at that by the time they release it free, a lot of the kinks should be worked out. But I don't know. The thing about getting it right away and playing it is that I think that there's a lot of there's a lot of talk about it, so people will watch. But that's not too big of a deal. But if I'm gonna play it anyways, it'd be cool. It's a new game. Loved this game as a kid, so they're gonna have to fix some bugs. I think Doom 64 you would like more. Yeah, I remember Doom 64. That was on N64, right? Um, Doom 2016 is Doom game before Eternal. Also, Act 1, 2, and 3 are the only acts you can play for the next 6 months. Yeah. Yeah, I've kinda done, heard the talk about all that. Okay, so this guy, walk in the woods, Luther. Okay, where in the world is this chick that I need to talk to? I think it's a chick. Oh man, I'm kind of in like this back area, kind of stuck here. Yeah, I know, guys. Thank you. Please stop telling me that I'm dying. Please. I don't want to hear it again. Thank you. Crud. I don't know where to go to find this chick that's gonna help me get healed. See, and there's no building that looks like a healer building or anything like that, so that's confusing too. If I die, I'll just respawn again. Or I mean, I'll load back up again. I suppose if she's in this town, then that means she has to be a knight. And if she has to be a knight, then she could be out on patrol, or who knows. I wonder if I can talk to somebody who can tell me where she's at. Who are you? What's your name? Wake up. Oh, wake up! Wake up or I'll steal your hairbrush. Oh, my house is kind of cold right now. I should go turn my heat up. Oh, okay. Be gone, fool. Welcome. How may I service thee? You're an artist. You are of no value to me. Okay. I don't know where this lady is. Maybe I'm not able to find her at this time. Oh, there's a guard. These must be guard houses. Yeah, I know I look terrible. Thank you. Please stop telling me how I look terrible. I'm trying to find this lady in this town. Oh, that might be her. Wake up. What's your name? How may I help thee? Dost thou need... Yes, I'm in need of healing. Yes, healing. I am not a magical healer. Monetarians are quite suspicious of magic. I use a natural healing method which uses herbs. Art thou in need of a healer? The avatar is burning with fever. I can temporarily restore thy body, but thou art suffering from an affliction that cannot easily be cured. Such a pox may wear off in time if thou art extremely lucky, but thou canst only be permanently cured by a special ointment made of vero leaves. Ah, thou hast spoken with Delphinia already. Dost thou have the vero leaves? Yes. Now that I have the proper ingredients, it is a simple matter to cure thee. Hold thou still while I apply these directly upon thy tattoo. There, 'tis done. Thine infection hath been healed. Yo, let's go. I'm not dying of some poisonous infection anymore. Let's save the game. Okay. I don't know what to do next, but I know that I am no longer dying. So maybe we'll go try to find Moonshade, which is where they think Batlin went next. So let's go ahead and sleep for 8 hours. Then I'm going to need some food because I'm sure everyone's going to be pretty much dying when I wake up from hunger. Okay. Why don't you have a weapon, bro? Take this. Why don't you have a weapon? What is wrong with you guys? Excuse me. Okay, this guy doesn't have a weapon. Oh, there we go. There we go. Why aren't you guys holding these weapons? Weren't you just holding this weapon not long ago? don't understand why you don't have your weapon out still. I need to go get Iolo. I need to go get Iolo some, Oh, thank you, Nightmare. Thank you. I don't know if you're still there, Nightmare, but thank you. Nightmare said that's her house. I'm trying not to use walkthroughs because I've never played this before. So, like, I played Blackgate recently, and I used walkthroughs because I had already played it like 3 times when I was a kid. But I'm trying not to use walkthroughs on this, but on my first playthrough. Where is my food? One of these guys has food. It's me, isn't it? Am I not the one who has food? I thought I had a bunch of food. And how do I have 2 loots? How did that happen? I'm super confused right now. This game is very confusing. Well, not very confusing, but just compared to Ultima 7 where it was like so clear what you were doing next, I feel like. It's confusing comparatively, if that makes sense. There we go. There's my food. Okay, so that was the 28, 38. You're welcome. Fair, good way to experience it. LOL. This one is pretty linear. Oh, you think it's actually more linear, huh? Okay. I felt like that one. I don't know. I haven't played very much yet, so I'm sure when I first play, you have this vision in your mind of how it was when you played it, but that was like so long ago, it probably wasn't that easy. You just think it was. Okay, that should be enough. Nightmare, why I got you here. Is there a place I can go like kill animals for food? Like, on Blackgate there was the cows in Britannia, the Britannia area by the castle. Is there somewhere I can go get food without paying for it? Like deer or cows or something like that. Oh, this is Serpent. I never beat that one. I think I dropped a important item and soft locked myself. Oh no, that sucks. That sucks. I would start with Diablo 2 first when you get your new PC. After beating Diablo 2 again, then maybe you can consider PoE 2 or just continue playing Diablo 2 on Nightmare and Hell mode with your character. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Okay. The forest near the Knight's Test Cave has deer roaming near it usually. Thank you. That's what I need. I need to go get some food, and I don't have much money. And the cave's right here, right? I think. Yeah. I took a nap today, so I'm not too tired, but I am pretty tired. I don't know how long I'm gonna last. But I did take a pretty good nap today. And I don't usually take naps, but I was just tired. I was dropping my kid off at Grandma's house. And then I was laying on the chair at Grandma's house and I started falling asleep. And I said, I'm going to go in a room and take a nap. First day back to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu today. Since I got injured last time. And it went pretty well. I think I'm okay. I don't know for sure. But yeah, today was my first day back. Forest. Yeah, it's kind of towards Fawn. Okay. I'm gonna get hit by goblins when I go towards Fawn. Because I always do. Oh, okay, up in that forest area, but that's also where those goblins hang out together. Like, that's where all the goblins are. Come on. Now, can we, like, take this base back over? Or is that, like, not until, like, they actually make a mission of it? You guys look funny. You funny looking goblins. You want some? Kind of up towards Fawn. I'll save and I'll go over in that forest and see if I can find some, but the last time I went in that forest, I got jumped by goblins and died. Yeah, mind your business, bro. I kind of want to kill you just because every time I come here, you annoy me. Not gonna lie. NGL. NGL, you're kind of annoying. Here, dear, I don't want to come too far in. Oh, there's a bear. The bear's not trying to attack me. Is that a bear? That's a bear too. Oh, there we go. Spear. It's supposed to trigger if you kill all the goblins and the pikemen should return to it. If you kill all the goblins, then the pikemen should return to it. Okay. That'd be cool. Fallen tree, small bush. Well, dude, leave me alone. How many times do I gotta tell you to leave me alone? Okay, let's try a couple hours to get my health back. Okay, now let's go. Oh, they returned. There you go, you were right. You're welcome, you're welcome. I'm the greatest. Just kidding. Oh, man. I mean, in Diablo 2, let's see. Oh, this is soft-locked myself. Just to let you know, in PoE 2, you have to use at least 4 to 6 abilities on your skill bar. It's not like Diablo 2 or PoE 1 where you can get away with only using 3 more or less abilities. I mean, in Diablo 2, you can get away with only using 1 to 2 abilities. In PoE 1, it's similar. But in PoE 1, you will be using 4 to 6 abilities per class in rotation for combat. Oh, in PoE 2, you will be using 4 to 6 abilities per class in rotation for combat. In PoE 1, you only need a couple, sometimes even just one. It's supposed to trigger, yeah, it's kind of towards Fawn. It's supposed to trigger if you kill all the goblins and the pikemen will return to it. Cool. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go turn the heat up. It's a little cold in here. Maybe find a quick snack, but it won't be long at all. Okay, I probably need to go talk to more people here to get myself more direction. I know that Batlin supposedly... Daughter of Dealin. I am a weaver by trade. I know that Batlin supposedly went to Moonshade probably, but I'm not sure that I'm supposed to go there yet, so let's go talk to some people in the town. I am Alisan, daughter of Dealin. I am a weaver by trade. I had heard that thou hast been asking after me, that thou didst have an interest in my missing engagement ring, or perhaps in the gauntlets that replaced it. I thank thee for telling me that thou hast seen it, but if thou dost have it, thou mayest keep it. I don't think I... Have I found the ring? I don't think I found the ring. If thou dost wish to the honest truth, I do not think that my beloved Keth will ever come back from wherever that storm took him. Therefore the ring hath only melancholy memories for me. This jewelry hath become bitter to me. Keth and I were to marry, but it was not fated to be. He was first made on one of the largest merchant ships. On one of the voyages he purchased the engagement ring from an artisan in Moonshade, as I recall. But then the storms came, and the ships began disappearing, and eventually it was Keth's ship that never came back. Gauntlets. I assume that the gauntlets are thine. They are clearly meant for someone more adventurous than a mere weaver. Wouldst thou like to have them back? Yes, then thou shalt have them here. Awesome. One more moment of thy time, if thou wilt, Kaiser. A person like thyself, brave and adventurous, could be useful in times like these. Wouldst thou be willing to aid us in liberating this city from the false tradition and evil schemes? Yeah, perhaps. If thou wilt only let me explain the concepts, I am certain that thou wilt join our cause. Evil schemes? The oracle is supposed to speak only the truth, yet it too often parrots the words of the priestess and the great captains. We do not believe that the truth only serves those in power. We think that someone hath corrupted the oracle. Most of the young people of the town belong to the cause, but they are not willing to say so publicly for fear of exile. I am also pleased to say that Leon supports us, as do the other fellowship members. Yeah, I'm not big on anything the fellowship ever supports. You know, coming from the last game, I mean. Let's see here. Um, let's see. I don't know what that is, limiting which, so... Yeah, I don't know what you just shared there, and it doesn't look like you can take it off on Steam or on Twitch. Is there a way to remove chats on Twitch, guys? Like on YouTube, you could delete any chat that comes through. Is there any way to do that on Twitch, or does anyone know like what's being shared there? Because me having no knowledge of what's being shared there. I'm also pleased to say that Leon supports us, as do the other fellowship members. Great captains. According to all of our traditions, only women are capable of ruling in Fawn, for only women are capable of true beauty. The highest station which a male can hope for is to serve as one of the great captains. These men serve the Lady Yolinda's advisors. Yet they do much more than merely advise. There are three of them: Garth, Joth, and Volden. Lady Yolinda. She too is a prisoner of beauty. Yolinda must not strain herself lest she mar her perfect appearance with any sign of weariness. The great captains therefore have usurped many of her duties on the pretext of sparing Yolinda from whatever that word was. I do not think the lady to be the mindless, spineless creature which some others do. I think she is a victim of this system. Volden. Volden is the one who truly controls the great captains. I think he would make himself ruler of Fauna if he could find a way. Volden is a cruel man who secretly despises women. If there is an evil scheme, then Volden must be the mastermind. The sailors trust and respect Joth. In mine heart, I cannot believe he is a part of the conspiracy to control the oracle. We thought of asking Joth to aid us, but he hath not been the same since the storms. He doth live in his memories and stare out to the sea. I think he cannot stop yearning to return to the sea long enough to be much of help. Garth. Garth. Because he is the youngest of the captains, we had hoped to find a way to persuade Garth to support our cause. When one of us spoke with him, he claimed to be sympathetic to the cause. Yet Garth says that he is afraid to confront Volden with our suspicions. I do not trust him. Callista is the worst example of this pernicious doctrine of beauty. She believes that her attractiveness marks her as superior to all others, and that her sensuality is a divine gift by which to influence men's minds. Callista is lustful and greedy, but is also cunning. She is very dangerous to us. False traditions. According to the legend, the oracle was brought by our ancestors from Caesarea, our homeland, and now stands in the Temple of Beauty. Our traditions teach us that the statue is an infallible guide to truth and beauty, but we suspect that the legends are false. Guide to truth. The oracle actually speaks. All of us have heard it. It speaks in reply to the priestess of beauty. The statue of beauty only speaks at certain times, such as during the spring festivals or when the city needs special guidance. According to tradition, it will also reply to the ruler of Fawn. However, I have never seen Lady Yolinda speak to the statue. She leaves such duties to Callista. Now that I have explained it, thy duty must be evident. Wilt thou join us in this cause? Nightmare, are you still there? Am I supposed to do this? Because they talk about the fellowship people being with them, so I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do it. I imagine I probably am supposed to do it. Okay. Okay. But Batlin's still bad, right? Okay. Yes. I'll say yes. Thy courage delight the soul of the weary rebel like myself. Be ready at any time, for one doth not know when the time to act shall arrive. We once tried to enter the temple during the night while Callista was with one of her lovers, but the guards foiled our attempt. Nevertheless, look everywhere, talk to everyone, see if thou canst find a clue that hath eluded us. The storms have not been kind to us. Without our fleet, Vaughn cannot hope to survive for long. The storm stripped us of our ships one by one. Some of them were plucked away even as we watched. Others left harbor and never returned. And beauty is cold comfort to those who have lost their loved ones. Though thou hast not seen the storms hit and watched as something vanish before thy very eyes, then count thy blessings, my lord. The goblins had grown bold of late. They have often come to hurl themselves upon our gate. Thankfully, we have held fast so far. Their attacks bring fear in me for Leon and his companions. Lady Yolinda hath forbidden them entrance into the city, even if 'twere certain death to remain outside. Lady Yolinda, she's blah 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 blah. Leon, thou shouldest. He doth tell something wonderful, wherein all people are equal and capable of independent thought. Something called the Fellowship. Thou canst find him at the camp outside the city gates. I had thought we had rid ourselves of that blight, but it seems that it is following in Balin's footsteps. Companions. Leon's companions are the sailors that brought him here. Their names are Scots, Ruggs, and Kalen. Scots is not precisely a sailor, I suppose. He is actually a cartographer. He is most often with his pens and ink, drawing intricate little lines. Ruggs is a sailor for sure, although he seems to take well to gardening now that he's on shore. Thou canst not mistake which of the three is Ruggs. His face is hideous to behold, though he speaks fair enough. Kalen. Of the three of Leon's companions, I know the least about Kalen, and I have no desire to learn more. He always seems to be hovering about, staring at me. He never seems to be doing anything around the camp. Lines. I surmise all those lines make a map. I do not know, but I do not know. But I do not know how he could be making a map either. He cannot go anywhere because of the storms. Fellowship. Imagine, my lord, imagine what the world would be like if we all trusted one another, worked together, and sought to earn that which we strive for. Imagine if women were not coddled or thought of as inferior. What would the world be like if we all listened to our inner voice? I don't know, they still sound pretty evil to me. Like... No, I'm just playing. I mean, you know, it could, yeah, anyways, the world would be full of frustrated fools, I'm sure. I feel you, Iola. Another one who hath fallen prey to the empty promises of the fellowship. Oh. Fawn is the city of beauty. Fawn is the city of lost love and vanity and the pursuit of power. Beauty nourisheth the senses, my lord. But love nourishes the soul. The soul of Fawn withered long ago. Love. Love and beauty were once regarded as aspects of the same entity. Whoever loved was beautiful. Whoever nurtured the beauty of trust was loved. Now the two are sundered, and Fawn cares for no one but herself. Beauty. The people of Fawn are content to let the world end, as long as it doth not mar their beautiful view of the dying embers. I hear ya. Okay, I want to go talk to these guys a little bit. Whoa, who's this guy? What a pleasure to meet one of the illustrious Monetarian knights. I am Zulith, Chancellor of Fawn. How might I assist thee? Goodbye. I don't want to talk to you right now. I want to talk to these guys. You're fine, buddy. Do you need to go outside? It is a pleasure to see thee again. I just let you outside just a little bit ago. Just a little bit ago, bud. LOL, they're more like a hippie commune in this. Well met. It's a pleasure to see thee again, Chancellor. I serve as an envoy to Lady Yolinda, to the great captains. I oversee all the minor details that should not worry her ladyship. I also exchange various forms of money. If thou dost wish an audience with her, I can examine her schedule. Lady Yolinda doth receive visitors and petitions every morning. Let us see. She could receive these sometime next week. Perhaps if I intercede for thee, thou mightest be received earlier. I shall see what I can arrange. I charge a small amount if you want to exchange money. I don't know. I do have gold that I need to change. The coin's just that one. Okay, well, I guess I got Nightmare here, so let's ask. Nightmare, I stole all the gold from that place in, Monitor, but I haven't exchanged it yet, because I don't know what I should exchange it for. So, because I haven't played this before. So is there like, should I exchange it for a certain one? Should I exchange it for like some of all of them? I didn't want to exchange it until I kind of had an idea what I wanted to exchange it for. Even though I said I'm not using walkthroughs, I will more than happily use people who have played the game who want to help me. I got no problem with that. I just don't want to use a walkthrough on my first go around. From what I can tell, and I don't know. I find it really weird that they made a bunch of different coins in this game. It makes it kind of weird. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate the support. It helps a lot. I'm working my way up towards 4,000 watch hours on YouTube. And I was at 4,000, and then as soon as by the time I got to 1,000 subscribers, I was down to almost 3,000, and now I'm climbing my way back up. Okay, well, I guess I will just, I don't know. Let's go like this. Which code does that could exchange? I have, gold coins. I can give you 2 for every gold coin that has. Does that agree with my rate? Monetary has a greater value over all the money, but Fawn only uses Falari. Okay. Yes, how many gold coins would that likes to exchange? I don't know. Let's go like that. But we'll take that 25 gold coins in exchange and give the 50 subtract my fee of 1 Falari for a final sum of 40. The transaction is done. Does that wish to exchange more coins? Yes. Let's go. This. Gold coins. Yes. I suppose I should not even do this until I actually want to buy something, probably. 25 exchange to give the 12, minus subtracting my fee of 1. Final sum of 11. Transaction is done. Okay. Most horrible creatures. Does thou know that without the possibility of escape by ship because of the storms, I had actually feared that the city might be lost. Knowest thou the brave pikemen that restored our safety? I am sure that Lady Yolinda would like to thank them personally if possible. Yes. Pray tell their names that I may relay them to her. I and my companions. Truly thou art the bravest monetarian alive. Yea, Lady Yolinda will surely wish to thank thee herself. Art thou following me? I am a busy man. If thy business lies along the route that mine doth, what fault is that of mine? Besides, what hast thou done to warrant thy worries that I might be following thee? Cheeky fellow. Chancellor, Goblin, Storms. Let's see if I can get through this. Quite disruptive. Garth doth have plans, rebuilding the ships, but 'twould not be safe until these storms. Great Captain Garth doth have plans laid for rebuilding the ships, but 'twould not be safe until these storms subside. Great Captain Joth is in charge of finding the means to sustain the city until the unusual weather clears. Great Captains. The Great Captains are the counselors of Lady Yolinda, ruler of Fawn. There are 3 of them, Garth, Joth, and Volden. Great Captain Jarth. Jarth comes from a fine family. He is the youngest member of the council, but wisely tempers his views to those of the senior council members. Garth is also something of a ladies' man, I fear. Great Captain Joth. Joth is the finest sea captain before he was injured. He favors beginning to rebuild the fleet now, but hath deferred to Volden's opinion that it would not be safe to do so at this time. Not safe. Who would cut the wood to build the ships for fear of more goblins? And no sane person would venture into the open with these storms arriving without warning. No, we must wait until this weather clears before we can hope to begin rebuilding our fleet. Fear of more goblins? Everyone knows that the goblins breed like flies upon Carrion? I don't know how to say that. Yeah. Even though the tower hath been retaken, it will not be long before they are back, injured. Joth's ship ran aground during a storm. When his injuries would not allow him to return to sea, Lady Yolinda most graciously offered him a seat at the council. Garth's family. His family doth own a shipping business. They have been merchant seamen for generations. As his mother's youngest son, he took the council seat when his cousin resigned. His elder brother is now in charge of the family's shipping business. Volden. Volden doth have a history of service to Fawn. He was unanimously nominated for the council position by his fellow captains. Volden works in conjunction with the captains of the guard to assure Fawn's safety. He is senior on the council. History. Volden served Fawn as a member of the city guard in his younger days. Before he became a council member, he was a fishing captain. Duties. 'Tis their honor to oversee the fleets and all trade matters. They are the seamen who have been appointed to their posts in recognition of their expertise. Change subject, of course. What dost thou wish to desire? The goblins, Chancellor. I think I'm pretty much done talking to you. Okay, so talk to me. At last, the values of the fellowship have reached into the ranks of the pikemen. I am honored. I am Leon, a speaker of the fellowship and former farmer. Fellowship. While the virtues of the Lord British expounded are all very well and good, they are nearly impossible for ordinary people to achieve. Simple people need a simple philosophy. The triad of inner strength is the answer. The fellowship is a wonderful organization that is open to all the people of Britannia. I have learned so much through studying its philosophy, and it hath helped me to live my life to the fullest. Through the fellowship, I am able to achieve what I have set out to do in life, and I am a better person having joined. Philosophy. The fellowship advances the philosophy of the sanguine cognition. I've heard this so many times now. A way to apply the confident order of thought to one's life through what is called the triad of inner strength. The triad is simply three basic principles that, when applied in unison, enable one to be more creative and satisfied and successful in life. They are strive for unity, trust thy brother, and worthiness precedes reward. Strive for unity basically means that the people should cooperate and work together. Trust thy brother implies that we are all the same and that we should not hate or fear each other. Worthiness precedes reward suggests that we must each strive to be worthy of that which we want out of life. Dost thou want to join? Nope, still don't want to join. Oh well, perhaps thou can become enlightened another time. Yep, maybe. Okay. Triad of inner strength. The triad of inner strength is based on the three principles that all people can grasp. The first is unity, and trust in the last one is unity. Since surely you must know the importance of learning to cooperate to work together. If we seek to live in harmony with one another, there is nothing that we cannot accomplish, but many rocks can with a common purpose. Trust. The main stumbling block to the unity lies in the lack of trust. If thou dost not trust thy brother, thou wouldst not live in if thou dost trust thy brother, you wouldn't live in fear. Without fear, our lives are happier and unity may grow and thrive. Worthiness. How wouldst thou feel if all that thou hadst strived for were given to a man who had done nothing to deserve it? I will wager that thou wouldst feel the injustice. If everyone strives to be worthy of that which they seek, such injustices would be few. Let every person be rewarded according to their merits, and trust in unity will follow naturally. Following the triad of inner strength allows one to become attained to the inner voice. Inner voice. The inner voice is within all living beings. It flows from the pure instinct and contains all the wisdom and irreproachable logic that anyone would ever need to live peacefully and happily. If everyone learned to listen to their inner voice, I could return to Britannia and farm contentedly for the rest of my life. Without the fine aid of thee and thy monetarian comrades, these poor sailors and I would have been lost long ago. Callista refused us the safety of the city walls, even when the tower fell and the to the barbaric goblins. I never thought that I would rue the day that another intelligent being learned the truths of the fellowship. But we would be doing far better if the goblins had not found unity under the leadership of Pomdergun. So let's see. Pomdergun is obviously the leader of these goblins. Pomdergun. Goblin leader. Pomdergun. He hath but lately declared himself chief of all goblins. Where once they could be discouraged by the mere presence of armed resistance, they are now bold and organized. They no longer flee, but stay and fight. Callista. She is the priestess of beauty, the cult that controls Fawn. Callista presides over the oracle, which never varies in supporting her views. One might suspect that Callista uses the oracle to increase her own personal power, but I have no idea how such a thing would be accomplished. Oracle. It was commissioned by Lady Fawn herself and built by the mages of Britannia. 'Twas to be an instrument of truth. I cannot say that it is still so. It gives revelations throughout the day. For the most part, they are simple platitudes that further ingrain their reverence of beauty. They do nothing to help the people improve their lives. At other times, like when the sailors and I were banished from the city, they reflect the wishes of Callista and the great captains. They are the counselors of the Lady Yolinda by title. They controlled the fishing fleets, or did before the storms began. In reality, they control all Fawn. It is painfully obvious that Lady Yolinda is merely a figurehead to be manipulated by Eulith at the behest of Garth, Joth, and Volden. Storms. The storms of the sea cannot compare to these unnatural occurrences. Their very existence says that we are in a land so far from natural order of the things that even the skies lash out at us. Batlin was right. We cannot hope to survive if unity is not brought to this place. Batlin. Thou knowest Batlin? Also, another tip. When you get into Fawn proper, don't tell Callista you have her breastplate. It has the same armor quality of plate armor, and you can pick up your magic armor in her house. Don't tell Callista you have her breastplate. It has the same armor quality of the plate armor, and you can pick up your magic armor in her house. Okay. Let me write this down. Don't tell Callista you have her breastplate. Darn it, I just lost the dang stream. I accidentally touched the wrong... Oh, there we go, I got it back. Okay. Yes. No. What a wondrous man of insight he is. Without him giving voice to the triad of inner strength, we would all be doomed to failure. Failure to live up to the Lord British's high standards, or realize the full potential of every one of us. 'Tis a pity that thou didst miss him. He hath gone inland to spread word of the fellowship. Okay, yeah, I don't know him. Definitely do not know that dude. Bolton is perhaps the person who would most benefit from practicing worthiness. I have heard that he is diverting funds from the fleets for his own gain, but who can say for sure? It is his heavy hand that holds the reins of the city. Thou shouldst be careful around him. He is a violent man. Joth is the only one of the great captains that seems to have any real interest in the fleets. He would certainly be more at home on the deck of a ship than here on land. Garth is the most junior of the three great captains. His interests seem to lie mostly in impressing the ladies of the city. I do not think that he dares to go against the wishes of the other two captains. Zulith, 'tis easy enough to overlook him unless he wants thy notice. He is a simpering little man who styles himself as the consort of Lady Yolinda. Sadly, she pays no more heed of him than her mirror. Her interests, I think, lie more in the line of Jorvin, captain of the guard. Zulith is a puppet for Callista and the great captains, but beware of him, friend, for he can be vicious if slighted by. All right. I just wanted to tell you that you look funny, but that's not an option. Darn. Be careful, mate, lest thou be mistaken for an honest seafaring man. Nay, my name is Kalen, to ye, Job. I'm a seafarer, and I do whatever the captain wants done. Goblins. Greenfellows, hospitable, be thou sure to accept their dinner invitation. Storms, afraid of a bit of rain? Run back to town like a good boy. I am sure the lady would find ye an interesting pet. I kind of want to kill that guy. I kind of want to kill you. Kind of want to kill you, buddy. What is this? Look at this thing. Black Rock Obelisk. Oh, who you be? Oh, bro, you're farming, bro. You're doing your thing. Go. Okay. It is 1:35 in the morning. Although I did take a nap today, I think I'm ready for bed. Unfortunately, because I do want to play longer. I really do. But I'm tired too. So, I did a lot of work when I got home. I had a lot of, because I went to court this week, I had a lot of catching up to do on like laundry and dishes and just taking care of the house. But I got a lot of that done when I got home. So there's a good chance I might stream during the day tomorrow. And if I do, I think I'm going to continue playing this or some Fortnite or something, possibly both. So yeah, if you guys want to watch some more Ultima 7, I'll probably be playing tomorrow during the day after I do a couple more chores in the morning. So thank you very much for supporting the streams and the channels. And yeah, I just appreciate the company. Nightmare, thank you very much. Oh, you can tell him, yes, he gets giddy about Britannia and then butthurt that the fellowship is gone. LOL. Okay, cool. Nightmare, thank you for your help with the game. And I hope to see you again, but, you know, I'm not. If I see you again, that's awesome. Yeah, so thank you for your help. And I wish I could play longer, especially since you're here and you've played this and you're hanging out, but I'm just kind of tired. So again, I might be streaming this during the day tomorrow since I pretty much got my stuff done when I got home, but we'll see. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good one. Take it easy. Right on. You have a good one. I appreciate it.